Okay, we're back.
Yes, we are. And before we left, I was asking the question about, do you size up someone and determine what the energy is giving you in the bedroom, or does this go down even before you even get to the bedroom? Do you size up the person whether or not you want to be in the role of top or bottom, like upon meeting this person?
It depends. Like for me, it's been situations where, I'll say this, typically it's before anything happens in the bedroom in most cases.
Okay.
It typically, is somebody you see, whatever attracts me to that person. If I'm thinking in terms of how this would work physically, I probably already decided how it was going to go physically.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or what I am interested in from that person, which is always good, which is always cool. I think it's a part of the allure.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy that part of the chase. You know what I mean? Just being like, okay, I know, where this person is going to fit or what it's doing. There have been times when you didn't know.
Or you've been surprised.
Yeah,
somebody flipped it on, you switched it on.
Right. But not even so much as a flip on me, because like I said, it's kind of like, being versed is kind of like, whatever happens in the bedroom.
Well, now, I don't know now. Certain positions take certain preparations.
True. I mean, above and beyond that, I'm just talking about, I am not talking about the logistics. I am talking about just the, operations in general. But I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is, there's been times when it's been in the bedroom or even before the bedroom, because I think you can tell like in kind of like foreplay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So where the foreplay is like where the direction is going. And sometimes I've been excited, to find out what that is.
Okay. But there have been times where
Or disappointed.
Well, exactly. There have been times that I assumed that a person was a certain thing because for some odd reason, we find that to be, not everybody, but I'm speaking in general here. To ask someone, are you a top, are you a bottom, ask someone their preference is almost like a diss to some people. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I think.
But the mystery is a diss to me.
The mystery is a diss to me. But I might be asking people.
Yeah, some people don't like that because they kind of feel like that, it's all about sex and get offended if you ask them. But I think that's a pretty reasonable question. I think.
Especially for gay men.
Yeah.
I think so. I still ain't answer somebody that shit.
Right. I'll ask them because it's like, what do you work? Where are you from? Are you first top or bottom? Is that such a threatening question?
Well, I think because most people online date, they probably get that information up front. But when you're not, like you said, when you're not in that situation where there's no profile to refer to, I don't know. I've never ever asked anybody that question. Never.
Yeah, it's personal, but if
I just started foreplay and
let the chips fall where they may.
Well,
that's why some people end up with a messy situation.
Oh no!
See, let the chips fall where they may sometimes get backfire.
Oh God, no! First of all, that is, you cannot be that irresponsible. Like in this day and age, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we're versed, so we cover our ends.
Right. You make sure all of it is high.
But people,
oh my God,
people don't always.
This is the worst.
People are not always as responsibly careful about those things as we are.
That is like a whole nother episode.
But I'm just saying, like, it's good to get stuff out in front. Communication is the key. Is what I'm talking about. I need to know what I'm dealing with up front. You know what I'm saying? Can I eat that burrito?
Okay, can I eat that burrito tonight? Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Can I have that second helping of rotten potatoes? Because I need to know what we gonna be doing.
We gonna be doing. Tell me. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Can I have a blueberry muffin or just a blueberry?
And a pint of water.
I
just need to know what's good. You know what I'm saying? But there have been times like that's too much. But you know what? But there have been times where I've been very surprised where we didn't talk about it because I didn't know how to bring up the topic. Mm-hmm. And I thought the person was one thing and we got to the situation.
And it was a whole...
And they was doing something else and I was just like,
oh, really? I thought I was at the Monster Truck Show. And now I'm at Cirque du Soleil. What?
But you know what? I would say thank heavens that most of the time it's been a pleasant surprise.
Right.
But there have been some times where because of the person they wanted to do something that I totally didn't see them as
being able to do,
and it didn't go down because I wasn't interested in that person in that way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think
so. That sounds like is it one of those situations where it's like, you know, you get like a Shaquille O'Neal and then he want to drop down. Woo! He want to drop down and get his ego on.
Get his ego on.
Right. Or he want to you know, he want to put the pop on a handstand.
Yeah, that happened. There have been those times that I didn't turn that down. I just because I want to pick it up.
I want to know how you gonna do this.
I was like,
shit.
I was like, really?
Really? You want to do that?
Okay. Well, if you want to do it.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
No, but just the opposite. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like where I just assume that this person, see, cause I don't get bent all out of shape about someone being, you know,
a top or bottom.
Yeah, top or bottom, and thinking that being a bottom really, you know, defines your masculinity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. We've had that conversation before. We haven't had that conversation.
We haven't. We
didn't have that conversation. Remind us to have that conversation.
We'll have that conversation.
We're gonna have it.
Right, but I think you guys know what I'm referring to. But you know, I'm beyond that. I've evolved.
Yes. So
you know what I'm
me
saying?
too.
You know, so well, to some degree.
I have
you know
evolved. I've evolved beyond most of it.
I'm a work in progress.
Right.
But you know, I'm evolving. Yeah, I'm understanding that does not necessarily have a direct correlation. Hell no. But no.
Shot was like. But no. Is okay.
I'm gonna move on past.
I'm joking.
Hell no.
I'm joking.
Is you right?
I'm joking.
No.
I don't even say any names on the show.
Well, we just said it, so it's all good. But anyway, well, it's the truth. But no, here's the thing. I'm not fully evolved. I'm almost there. So I understand that your sexual proclivity does not have a direct correlation to your femininity.
Your presentation as a person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
but let's just say it does improve your chances if you are doing a certain thing, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. If you want to know more, hit me up at me on Twitter.
I like it. Hit me up at Mercedes Board or Twitter, but keep that bullshit to yourself. Because if I want to know, I'm gonna find out. No, that's a good topic though. I'm like, for me, like I said, the situation is like this. I am cool most of the time with whatever we get to when we get there. And normally, like I said, I find out in foreplay, so therefore I don't necessarily ask. And you know, there's always times where I've solicited, like, you know, I've said, you know, oh, I think this is what the situation is going to be between you and I. Like, you know what I mean? Or I can't wait to do A, B, C, D to you. You know what I mean? Okay. So where they'll get the idea of this is the lane that I'm in. Or whatever that. And, you know, so I think it's ways you can get around that.
Has there ever been someone that you've seen out and you were looking at them, and I'm just going to put it in these terms. You saw somebody, you like, oh, they got a fat ass, for instance, right? And you wanted to be the more dominant person in the situation. Right, and you approached the person, and you know they didn't come right out and say, well, I'm not a top, I'm not a bottom, or whatever, but you could tell that they were resistant.
Right, I mean, you know what, even better, I think I've been in that situation where I like this guy and I was flirting with him, and we haven't flirted for like a bit now, you know what I mean, or whatever. I'm smiling thinking about it because I still like him. But
of course, you fall in love.
Yeah. I like this guy, and it's funny. We finally we would flirt back and forth, but never really say anything about sex or whatever. But one of the many nights that we met up and were flirting, we were out and about, just out in the scene, and he said something that specifically let me know what it was hitting for with him. And my reaction was like, ooh, child, no.
That is not even what I had thought. Yeah, that ain't I thought it was.
Talk about yourself. So what was that? What was that, child? No. Pertaining to. Baby, it was just like, and it was so fucked up because it was like, I was so attracted. Yeah. But it was just like, You want to do what?
To me?
Hell to the nizzle. Are you kidding me? Are you joking? What are you trying to say? I was not understanding. But I get it.
Right, well.
I got a fat ass.
Okay,
But, you know what I mean? And sometimes.
That ass is running off.
You know, and sometimes.
But sometimes that's just for the holding. You just need to hold on.
That's right. Right. It's like right.
Right, but you ain't got to go plunder.
Right. You ain't got no. This is in T's ass. This is hold on to your love. You got to hold on.
Right. This ain't Trey Songz.
This ain't Trey Songz diving in. Okay.
No.
This ain't Aretha Franklin's A Deeper Love. It's not a who's man. Oh, you know.
Yeah.
It could be for some cats though.
And it will be for some.
It absolutely will be.
But
for that particular person, I was like, damn, you
Yes.
just fucked up the fantasy.
I
needed like, oh.
The trick killed your vibe.
It did kill my motherfucking vibe. Destiny could not be fulfilled. I was like, damn.
That's happened to me. Oh, it's also happened to me that it was somebody I was dating who, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there because I'm gonna put it out there kind of knuckle. You know what I'm saying? Where we were dating and the first sexual experience that we had, he was the more dominant. I hate to say top, but he was the top in the situation.
Okay.
So we had never had that discussion, right? But something made me just, because, I'm inquisitive. I said, are you a top? I never even asked you that. And he's like, nah, I'm versatile. Like, I just assumed that you were a bottom. And I'm like, nah, I'm versatile. He's like, oh, well, bet.
Right.
Get it
Let's
in.
make a case. Right.
So we can make a case.
Make a case, man.